You've been shooting these things.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
I don't want to cause trouble, I just want to talk to you. Grace Romero.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't
Oh,
here.
your jacket's
Move
cool.
along.
Look at that. She's not got a problem. Look at that jacket. I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Okay. Do I want to mention Reed? I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
I was.
If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Oh, fair enough. Right, where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay, cool.
Enough
Thank
with
you.
the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to repair my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Maybe. I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
It's always home for clues. I'm not gonna say that. Right,
Appreciate
okay.
it. Honest.
Right. Questions about
I'll
Zoe.
tell you what I can.
How well do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody
Zoe and
knows the
Stefan.
workings of her mind, he does.
Huh. Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her
Stefan,
room,
then.
but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Snooped her
Little
room?
ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Okay.
What is it?
I'll leave you be. Okay, so we can go this way now. So this is their own little camp. So my main mission is to talk to Adelaide, but finding Zoe is also a thing as well, which might be important because it might help them like me better. Are you Stefan? No. Are you? You might be. Hang on. I'll do this first. Right. Why am I carrying a gun around here? Stop it. Adelaide.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
It's very nice in here.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green
Clyde
Thumb,
McDevitt.
grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Okay. Is this your greenhouse? That sounds like a weird question. Right, I'll be honest. Reed sent me to... Well, I don't know if make peace is exactly correct, but fine.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Not
Let's hear
exactly,
it.
but...
What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power to him. He mentioned the geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Well, got an issue myself. Your camp has a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be.
I might do
If
that.
you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Hero to you, maybe. Not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
It is tempting. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I think Reed's just trying to spite you. Maybe. Maybe.
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
It's probably true. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I mean, I already like this place better. Doesn't mean I think it's a good idea to cut off power to an entire town. Right, well, I feel like whatever I choose is going to be a bad choice, basically. I could talk to some people around here. Maybe someone knows something that will help. Oh, I've got the hiccups. I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not. Terminal. Okay. Okay. Personal files. Password required. Experimental notes. Open first entry. Okay. Experimental notes first entry. I'm hereby repurposing this botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Spacer's Choice products, it is cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturalists failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. May the Eternal smile upon my endeavours. Right. Open last entry. Experimental notes last entry. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people. I'm not sure that's how plants work. Inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. You can, though. I don't think plants much care what humans think. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I am sure that the scienticians will say something about biology or the carbon cycle. But I can conclude after months of my own experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer burst. love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials. Just as nature intended. I feel like that last part is probably the most important part of that. Although the love, attention, and compassion does help on the human side tending to it, it doesn't. The plants don't really give a shit. They just grow or do not grow depending on conditions. So, okay. On the one end, we've got Edgewater, who are mad corporate bastards. And on the other end, we've got Adelaide, who is convinced that plants care whether humans love them or not. Which I don't think they do. I don't remember ever seeing any evidence of that. Hi, where'd you go? Hello? Oh, you're unnamed. Ooh. No. Damn it. Can I pick some? No.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Thomas Kemp. I'm gonna pick them up off the ground. Oh, then it's not stealing if I pick them up off the ground. Right, okay, cool. Get some apples for myself. Some lovely yellow apples. Hiya? Just walking into a tree there. You could... Yeah, alright, go around. Go around. It's probably easier to go around. Trees traditionally very hard to walk through. Workbench discovered. Oh, that's that one he's on. Just want to have a quick look around first. So this is the edge of their little settlement. What's this? Oh, that sounds bad. Okay, yeah, that was bad. Don't go near those things. I thought maybe it was just like a force field thing or something, but no. It's an explosive. Hiya! Hi, Thomas. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hello? Hello? Hmm? Not paying any attention to me. Right, okay. Talk.
Oh,
There we go.
didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering.
Got crazy eyes.
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm not exactly from town, though.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us.
Why? The plague.
Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Oh, I can help him. Engineering 10. Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple pointers. Hey, go for
I'll
it.
take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Wait, did I pick up one of
Those are
those?
good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
Is that what I
know
picked
the old
up?
community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
I've got one of those data pads. Aye, it was what I picked up.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 2 found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Okay.
I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
So there's 2 more of them. I'll let you know if I find any others. Yeah.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to ask you
What's
something.
on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Is there anything
What's on your
else?
mind?
Let's see. Never mind. That's fine. I'll look out for the books. Your reputation of the faction has changed. If enemies are hostile, but your reputation isn't kill on sight, something. Oh, okay. There's this. There's this place here. Huh? Okay. Oh, that's why I need to switch off the power, because if I unplug that without switching off the power, that would be bad. Okay. So, what I would need to do is go to the geothermal plant, wherever that is, switch off the power, then come back to wherever I'm getting the regulator from, and pick up the regulator. I feel like I'm gonna be getting it from the town, because this town is overworking people and putting them down, and there's also plague there. So possibly coming out and living here instead would maybe help with that. Maybe. Or everyone here might get sick. I don't know. But I feel like maybe the conditions in the town are not helping the plague situation. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Well, right. So, where's my marker? Where's my marker? Where's my marker gone? Hang on, it's over there somewhere. Geothermal master control terminal. So I need to go over there anyway. Oh, yes, I forgot. I should speak to Stefan? You're not Stefan. Where's Stefan? Stefan, wherever you are. Wait, you bugger. Hang on. Can I... Is it in my journal, maybe? Side quest. No, I might go and do a side quest first, because I feel like I need to level up a bit before I can deal with a lot of the things going on. I want to track that, but at the same time, where's it? They were supposed to be. Oh no, that's that one. Smero. Missing deserter named Zoe. Okay, side quest, yes. Right. Stefan. Zoe's house. Stefan. Or Stefan. Not sure how you say it, but one of those. What? Primal hide. Oh my goodness, you've been fighting those things.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
What's that about a surprising
The
Zoe?
other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Okay. What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Something
Hey,
else.
I got time.
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Okay. Huh. keep this one, but I might sell you these things. Actually, I can take those apart, can't I? That might be a good thing to keep then. I can maybe take these apart as well. Oh, hang on, sell junk. Sell junk. There we go. What's this one? General mods. Okay, well, we'll just stick with that for now. That's fine. So let's go and look in Zoe's place.
Okay, gone quiet.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. No, come in. No, come in properly. No, actually come in. Thank you. What's this? Examine. Zoe's journal, page 12. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams, and would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I got to treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Right, okay. Anything else around here of interest? It just says here. It just says this is her quarters. Okay. Zoe's journal, page 22. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folks like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime too. Everybody loves adrenatime. Even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Rizzos? Okay. That's the thing. I wondered. Right. So, yeah. She may or may not be alive. Because if she had a bunch of stuff the Marauders wanted, well, there's no guarantee they're gonna keep her alive to get it. Alright, okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look over here then, shall we? Oh, goodness. Oh, stretch my leg out. I got pins and needles. Oh, hi. That could be an issue. Yeah, I don't think she's alive. Right, okay. So... it's not really a hell of a lot of cover over here. Try the shotgun. Although, I might have to be a lot closer before it's really effective. Oh, hang on. That's red. Okay. You're going over that way. You're coming over. Oh, fuck. It's one of those ones. Okay. This could go badly.
Here they come!
Oh, goodness. Oh, hi. Oh, damn it! Okay, don't run in. Don't run in. Run in's bad. Run in not work.